Hello everybody, welcome to another NASCAR Heat 5 career mode video. Today we're going to Draven and then back to Jefferson Road Course where our first DNF of the season happened. Hopefully we can get a better result there as we go to Draven now. This is the Dirty Mo Media 40 short race. This track, like I said earlier in the season, is a lot like the real life Slinger Speedway but with dirt instead. I ran really well. This was one of the first races of the season. I think it was the second or third race. It's to practice, hit the goal, and let's get into the qualifying.
Let's go.
Start this qualifying off. Great speed coming out of turn 3 and 4 to start the lap. Go low line through turns 1 and 2. Try to make the arch there. Still taking the even lower line through 3 and 4. See if we can get that goal, and we barely miss it with a 15.844, and that'll land us in 22nd place. Not a great qualifying run, but not last, and because of issues with some of the other drivers, we will start in 21st. And we are green in Draven. Go to the inside immediately, we get up to almost 19th before the race even starts. We are 19th before the race even starts, and going past day for 18th by the time we get out of turns 1 and 2. We go down the inside on Scott and our teammate up there in Russell in the 00 car to start, and then we start the second lap. Making great progress through the field right now, up to 15th already after starting in 21st. But Wood will come down the inside again as we go to the outside, try to get some speed up there, giving Wood some room. Starting the final lap of stage 1 here, going to the inside of Wood and almost challenging Anderson for 14th place, making sure to throw blocks on the 2 and the 4 car. And we will not be able to, we do hold on to 14th by the end of the stage. We have made up a lot of spots already this race, and we'll be going on to the next stage. We're starting next to Ryan Foster and Eric Wright behind us, and we are green in Draven for the second stage. We're immediately going to dive down the inside of Foster after getting behind him with Hoffman on the outside there. Almost next to making contact with Jones. Almost through 1 and 2 as we go through 3 and 4 right now. We have Cobb on the outside here, almost, and going to dive down the inside of her and get past into the top 10 at this lap, even though we dropped down to 11th because we were passing 3 cars at once. Right on the inside, this is the last lap of the stage, and we will hold on to 10th going into the last stage of the race. Eric Wright and Justin Jones are front and behind me. Eric Wright has been with us the whole race. And the 27 car, we made contact with Jefferson at Jefferson in the last 2 races. And we are green for the final stage here in Draven. We're going to go to the outside, very outside lane for this dive down to the inside. Hopefully not make contact, a little bit of contact maybe with Jones. To lose 10th place, but dive down the inside to get it back. And we have made a ways past them and challenged Wright and Bobby Carter, and I couldn't even see the other third person out on the top there, even though it's only Bobby Carter right now. We dive down to the inside of him also and throw the block to keep 7th place for the time being. Diving down the inside even more. This is our preferred racing line at the moment. Keeping 7th place, hopefully not going to run into the wall or anything, so we can keep that before the end of the race, being our best. It would be our best finish ever if we could hold this on for 3 more laps. Maybe even challenging for 6th at the moment, as we do have to cut a lap ahead. Still keeping it, but we hit the wall and lose 7th place and maybe even 8th place before the end of the race, which would be almost devastating since we were having a 6th place run before this happened. We hit the wall again, trying to go too low into the corner, as we're going to hopefully have to settle for a 9th place, no less maybe. Maybe We can even get 8th place if we challenge hard enough, but no. We had a 9th place finish here in Drapen. Great race. It could have been better. We had a 6th place finish before I hit the wall and lost it in this 3-star car. Finished 9th. And I think this was either the first round of the playoffs or the last round of the regular season, and I think we had to win if we had any chance of making it, if it wasn't already the first round of the playoffs. Our teammate Cody Brock with the fastest lap, which is great to see him succeeding. But we're going to leave the track and see what we did. We have gained 4 more fans from finishing in 9th. We are still waiting for that first win, though, as we apparently have an aggressive driving style, even though we don't make contact with drivers that often. So I don't know what that's about. So, like I said earlier in the video, for the second time in 2 videos, we are going back to Jefferson Road Course, Jefferson Raceway for the TMC 51. This is, like I said earlier, like last video, this is a dirt road course, fictional dirt road course. It is very hard to drive, very hard to handle your car on without spinning, and cautions are thrown very regularly. Go through practice. Not a great lap, but hopefully we can do better here in qualifying. Go through our out lap and get into this qualifying lap. Gonna try to take the outside line through turn 1 to try to get inside through turns 2 and 3. Setting up on the outside so we can dive down the inside for this turn. Push out wide a little bit because we weren't too stable, and go down the inside. This is where we DNF'd on the first lap of the race last time we were here. Hit the brakes before this corner so we can set up for the drag race section of the track. We hit the wall there. It won't hurt the time too much as these cars don't get slowed down too much from hitting the wall. Take the brake too late. Take the outside line through the turn right after, and this corner is almost flat. It is flat out. If you push it too wide, it'll hit the wall, but it'll set you up pretty good for the next one, which is you'll need to brake a little bit for as we hit the outside wall. This will slow down my lap a lot and most likely keep us out of the top 23, meaning we will start last. Through the final turn, trying to get it to the finish line as we get a terrible lap, a 1:23.56, which, like I predicted, will start us in last. We are not too far off the pace. We are 5/10 of a second off, which isn't great, but it's okay. We will not be starting last, though. We will be starting 22nd because 2 drivers had to take tires or crash during qualifying. And we are green in Jefferson Raceway. This will be a one stage race, so no stage breaks in this race. I'm going to dive to the inside of Cobb, unlike last race where we had stages, I believe. Up to 21st already from starting in 22nd is we're going to dive to the inside of Cobb but make contact and run her up the track with the 22 of Norton going to the inside. Is we are making heavy contact with cars through these first few corners. Brake too late trying to dive bomb the 3 car of Cobb. We are still in 21st though, as we can maybe even get faster turn as any of the other cars in this. If there's our teammate up ahead in Russell as Norton goes down the inside of us. Almost hit the wall there as we will try to not make contact with Norton by taking the outside line and letting him get to the inside. I know I'm not the fastest car, and I'm going to let these cars by. Maybe even going to let Danny Hoffman by here. I've decided to let our rivalry go and not wreck him anymore. Hopefully he doesn't wreck me. So no more conflict between us two as we start the second lap of the race. Trying to catch back up to 21st here in Anderson, as we will go wide but have a great setup into this turn 3. As we'll dive down the inside again on this corner like we did the Cobb last lap. But this time it's the 36 of Anderson who we're battling through the middle section of this track. We make more contact as he will send us to the outside again on this corner. But we will try to hold on to 22nd by the end of this race. We have Danny Hoffman breathing down our neck, though, as we will try to hold on, like I said, hold on to this position. We transfer from the pavement to the dirt again, as we will try to take these next few corners cleanly without having to hit any of the walls around here. We'll dive down on the inside and hit Kelly Cates as we run as we go through the corner. Making contact with both cars, we'll have to let off and let them go. As we make contact with the inside wall. We are in 23rd now, with car way behind us at the moment, as we start our final lap here in Jefferson. Try to take the same line we did through the other corners, except this time we take the inside line, but we brake too late for this corner and we hit the wall and spin. Hopefully this doesn't bring out a caution, but it does. We finish in 23rd with the 27 car charging hard by the time we hit the wall. Still, we cannot get a handle of this track, and we will finish in 23rd. We did not gain too much money from that, as we have a smaller team, and like I said before, we finished almost dead last. Tony Stewart with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:12, which is almost a full 10 seconds faster than what I could run at this track, as we'll go back to the garage to see what happened. We gained 1 fan, and we are a total of 32 fans now. We have not held up our contract, and we have 3 races, I believe 3 races left in this series, in this season. As we will go to the Fanatec Fairgrounds, another track I'm not great at, for the next round. So this is the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.